Good morning everyone. Today this is our lecture 6 and we are going to perform the following mathematical functions. First one, y1 is e raised to the power j 1.5t. Second is y2 is minus 4t square. Third is y3 is e raised to the power minus 5t. Fourth is y4 is log 10x. So we have to generate the plot for all these functions for different values of this input variable. Either name it as t or name it as x. So let's start. Okay, let me set the screen for you. Fine. Now, as you can see that I have written here y2 is equal to minus 4t square. If you want to have this expression in the equation form, then what you can do? Position your mouse cursor over this annotation, then double click and select this expression on the right hand side, then select insert equation, type the minus 4t raised to the power 2 and then click OK. So you can see, click somewhere outside the outside the block diagram, or you can see click somewhere on the unoccupied area. Okay, now I have already saved this file with a name math function, as you can see. Okay, the name is math function. Fine. So I have to perform these 4 functions and plot the output waveforms. Now, when we drop a block into the model window, it hides its name. So if we want to display its name, position your mouse cursor on the block and then press left key and release it. Now you will see 3 dots appear. Position your mouse cursor on these dots, then you will get these options from which you select show block name, math function. To perform mathematical functions, we need a math function block from where we can access it, math function. Math function block can be accessed from the math operations sub library. Okay. Now, okay, if you need it, click on it. If you don't need it, then click somewhere on the unoccupied area of the block diagram. Now, if you want to change the name of this block, then press the left mouse button or on the block name and then type, okay, then type log, because we want this block to perform the log function. Okay, sorry, type log 10. Fine, okay. Click somewhere on the unoccupied area. Okay. Now start with this first mathematical expression. y1 is e raised to the power j 1.5t. To define this t, input variable t, we will use a clock signal. Double click on this clock, click on this help. The clock block outputs the current simulation time at each simulation step. This block is useful for other blocks that need the simulation time. Okay, close it. So click OK. To define t, we use a clock block. From where to get it? Clock, CLOCK. So clock block is present in Simulink sources library. So select it from the sources sub library. Click somewhere outside. Now, how to define this J1.5 or 1.5J? We use a constant block to define this parameter. Constant block, click on it and type 1.5i. For the complex notation, we type I, and we need not to use any multiplication operator between 1.5 and I. So just we write 1.5i, click apply and then OK. Now we need a product block to multiply these two parameters, t and 1.5j. So I have taken a product block. Again, product block can be accessed from math operations sub library. So access it from math operations sub library. Click outside. Now multiply these two and apply this input to the input port of math function block. This is the math function block. I have changed its default name to complex exponential because here I am going to simulate the complex exponential function and plot its output. Now you can see that whenever you place a math function block, click on it, you can see that its model icon gets displayed in the middle of the block, e raised to the power u. So we can recognize it when the model icon is e raised to the power u in the middle of the block. It means that it is the math function. If we want to delete it now, place the mouse cursor over the block, right click and then click delete. So the block gets deleted. Now we have multiplied t with 1.5j and then applied it as the input to the math function. The math function block now apply this is the input argument. This is the input argument to the math function block. Now math function apply the specified function on this input argument and generates the output. Okay, so double click on the math function block. This is the block parameters math function block dialog window. It is displaying complex exponential because I have changed its default name. Okay, as I have to perform the exponential function, by default the exponential function is selected. We can access any mathematical function from the drop down menu by clicking on this downward arrow. So this is the drop down menu, but as we need to perform here exponential, so we keep it the default settings and click OK. Now we need a scope block. Scope block can be copied if it is already placed onto the model window. Place the mouse cursor on this scope block, right click, click copy, then click paste. So we can have a scope block. Otherwise we can access it from the Sinks library. Okay, now connect these two blocks, connect the output port of the math function block with the input port of the scope block. Okay, now we will run the simulation and see the output. If we double click on this scope block, then we can see the output of this complex exponential function. Here you can see there are two waveforms. This yellow line represents the real part of this complex function and blue line represents the complex imaginary part of this function. E raised to the power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. Now, how these legends have appeared on this waveform window? When you click on this menu, drop down menu, click on this configuration properties button, then in the display tab, there is a checkbox show legend. Right tick over it. Right tick over this checkbox show legend, and show grid is also right tick. Okay. Then press OK. So then it will show these legends, which represents yellow is showing real part, blue is showing imaginary part. Now close it. Now we will perform second function. Y2 is minus 4t square. Okay. For this, now what function should be applied? Definitely if we have to perform t square, so then we will be needing square function. So double click on this math function block. Please don't get confused with this square. It is a math function block, but because I have changed its default label or name, that's why it is displaying square. Each block has a specific name by default, specific name, specific label. Okay, but the name can be changed by clicking over the name. Okay, press OK. So now I have selected square function from the drop down menu, click apply and then OK. So you can see that in the middle of block u square now is getting displayed. So this is the function, the selected function will get displayed in the middle of the block. Okay, now output of this block will generate t square. What I have done, I have applied this clock signal to the input port of this math function block. So I have generated a branch line from clock signal data to the input port of math function block. Now I need how to define this minus 4. For that I have used a gain block. Gain block multiplies a signal by a constant value. So the output of this gain block will be equal to minus 4t square. So we will run the simulation, and if we double click on this block, the output of this scope block will be displayed. So double click on this scope block, you can see this is the curve for minus 4t square. Now we will close it. Now we will do the simulation for the third expression or mathematical equation. Y3 is e raised to the power minus 5t. Now for that, what we need, this is the input argument which needs to be applied on the math function. Math function will perform the specified function on this input argument. So what will we do? Again, for defining t, we will use clock signal. So we'll draw a branch line from here, and to define minus 5 we will use a constant block and type minus 5 in the constant value field box. Click OK. Then use a product block to multiply these two, clock signal and minus 5 constant value. So and then apply the output of this product block to the math function block. Now by default it is set on exponential function, and we need here exponential function, so we will keep the default settings and press OK. Now the output of this math function block will be equal to e raised to the power minus 5t. So we will run the simulation and then double click on this scope block. So this is the output for e raised to the power minus 5t. Close it. Okay. Now we want to perform log 10x. So x is also the input variable, and for defining input variable x we need a clock block. So we will draw a branch line from this point, okay, to the input port of the math function block. Now we will double click on it, and we will, from this drop down menu, we will select log10. Click on it, then apply, and okay, as we have to perform log10 in the middle of the block. Now you will see log10 u. By default it displays e raised to the power u. This is the default icon or symbol, block math function block icon. But when we change the functions to be applied, then it will display the function that is specified by the user. Okay, now the output of this log10 math function block is applied to the scope block. Now if you run the simulation, then you will see its output. This is the output for log10. Log10 value is 1. So what does this mean, log10? As I have given this log10 name to the block, so it is showing that this yellow line is representing the output of log10 block. So in this way we can perform mathematical functions very easily. As you can see that Simulink is quite easy to use. We just need to drag and drop blocks and connect them together. We need not to formulate any program for our problems. So it's very easy to use, and you keep on practicing various examples. You will definitely get benefited from it. Thank you so much.